David Marsh and I were contracted as husband and wife on a summer day in 1721 in the village of Hingham in the colony of Massachusetts Bay, under the reign of King George I of England. The morning began with a fresh breeze off the waters, but grew sultry by the nooning. Arrayed in our best Sabbath black, white collars stiff with potato starch, we stood before the district's old magistrate, Sir Charles Naughton, in his summer regalia. My mother and father and David's mother stood to witness and approve at the whitewashed brick government office, an hour past midday. Then we walked as man and wife to our little house, new built of Hingham stone and timber by David and his brothers for our beginning. That night we became one flesh, our duty and our marital delight, in a bed couched with new sheets of English muslin, and a red and white woolen coverlet woven by my own father as his gift to us. The bed, its posts graven with leaves and vines, was the gift of my elder brother, Jazaniah. He cut a red maple in the forest, dried, shaped, smoothed, and joined it with stout pegs. It would last our lifetime and longer. Over our heads, a swag of English-made muslin summer curtain hung across the top and down each side, a sweet bower for husband and wife. I, a maid of 20, and David, constable of Hingham and planter of maize and tobacco, age 31. Thus began our life together. David wore eyeglasses within doors, although they hurt his temples after long. He was a book lover and reader of law, though we must have the Indian corn and tobacco to sell, so he was planter as well, despite his inclination for study and thought. My father, the weaver Israel Nichols, teased David.
"If you are so blessed, your wife will be as silent as her name, and not chew off your ear early and late with her nagging."
Betwixt us two, despite my given name, David was the quieter. Separatist families often name children for traits they find desirable, deeming English names like that of King George too worldly. My sisters, Thankful, Ruth, Charity, and Experience, and I myself are exemplars of this naming habit. But my father had 2 wives and many children, and over the years ended with a Nathaniel, Solomon, Roger, and Thomas in my father's quiver. Mayhap he wanted such names only for his daughters, to lead us into righteousness.